Have you ever wondered where your consciousness goes when your body falls asleep? No, I'm not just talking about random dreams or your brain shutting down for a few hours. What if I told you that while your body rests, part of you remains awake, crossing portals, tapping into alternate realities, maybe even co-creating the next chapter of your life without you realizing it? Sounds crazy, right? But spirituality, quantum physics, and even great minds like Tesla and Jung saw sleep in a very different light. There's something nobody ever told you: sleep is far more than rest. It's a sacred territory, a quantum entanglement lab where your soul explores multiple dimensions. And no, this isn't some cheap esoteric talk. We're talking about out-of-body experiences, dreams that predict the future, encounters with non-physical entities, and parts of your brain that only light up in altered states of consciousness. The wild part? This happens to you every single night. Most people go through life completely unaware of the messages they receive while sleeping, missing out on the codes, the symbols, the insights. And the worst part? They're ignoring one of the most powerful communication channels between the subconscious mind and their higher self. This knowledge was guarded in secret by ancient civilizations. It was hidden for centuries, until now. Because in this video, you're going to learn how to decode that invisible language, and once you do, you won't see sleep the same way ever again. The question isn't if these experiences are real. The real question is, what are they trying to show you? So get ready to dive deep, maybe deeper than you're prepared for, but exactly as deep as your soul needs. Awakening begins the moment you realize, not all sleep is sleep. And not every dream is just imagination. Have you ever had that eerie feeling of being awake inside a dream, like your body was lying in bed, but your mind was somewhere else entirely? What if that's not just a strange coincidence? What if, while you're sleeping, your consciousness becomes more alive than ever? As your body powers down, the essence of who you are, the you that thinks, feels, and perceives, keeps navigating unseen realms. The ancient Egyptians believed that during sleep, the soul left the body and traveled through higher planes. Was that just mythology, or forgotten wisdom? In ancient Greece, thinkers like Pythagoras and Plato suggested that sleep was a gateway, the soul's way of accessing invisible truths. Strange, isn't it? Thousands of years later, modern neuroscience is still chasing after the same mystery. Why do some people recall vivid conversations with deceased loved ones? Why do they remember places they've never physically been? Is it just imagination? Or is quantum entanglement at play, connecting us to something far beyond time and space? Spirituality has always whispered to us, what's invisible isn't always unreal. Now picture this: you're lying in bed, totally still, yet your awareness is floating above your body, slipping through unseen dimensions. Sound like science fiction? Tibetan monks would say otherwise. These seasoned meditators speak of conscious journeys beyond the physical body, and EEG studies back them up, showing unusual brain activity even during deep sleep. So what's happening here? Are you downloading wisdom from the unified field? Co-creating your next reality in silence? It's as if sleep gives you access to a cosmic Wi-Fi filled with infinite possibilities. And it's not just monks or mystics talking. Near-death experiences, reported by doctors, scientists, and everyday people, all echo a similar truth. When the body is still, the consciousness remains active, aware, choosing. Quantum physics is just beginning to catch up, hinting that consciousness might not be something the brain produces, but something that shapes the brain. And if that's true, what exactly are you connecting with each night when you close your eyes? So think about this. What if every single night was a secret opportunity to explore other layers of reality? To find answers, receive messages, and shape your future before the sun even rises? The law of attraction works strongest when you're deeply relaxed, and deep sleep is the perfect launchpad. But what if sleep wasn't just about rest? What if it's the beginning of something far more profound? Have you ever woken up with the strange sensation that you just returned from somewhere else? Like your soul had taken a secret journey during the night? That might have been an astral projection, a phenomenon where consciousness separates from the physical body and travels through unseen dimensions. And this isn't just mystical folklore. Thousands of documented cases describe people recalling places they've never physically visited, in incredible detail. One of the most well-known examples comes from Dr. Robert Monroe, a respected researcher who recorded his out-of-body experiences with scientific precision. In his journeys, he claimed to pass through walls, float above cities, and visit loved ones who had already passed on. Sound like a dream? Or could it be more real than what we call waking life? Quantum physics reminds us that we're all connected through invisible fields, so why wouldn't we tap into them when the body sleeps? People who experience conscious projections often describe a sense of freedom that words can't quite capture. Like they're more themselves there than here. Time feels different. Colors are more vibrant. Emotions, more raw and clear. In those spaces, creation becomes instant. Your thoughts shape the world around you, an echo of the law of attraction in action. The secret? The more emotionally balanced you are before bed, the clearer and more powerful the experience becomes. There are countless stories out there. Ordinary people, just like you, report visiting hospitals, seeing loved ones in distress, or even witnessing events before they happen. Sounds familiar? Maybe you've had a precognitive dream or a déjà vu you couldn't explain. That's not fantasy. That could be astral projection in disguise. Spiritual teachings say that in these moments, we become conscious co-creators, tuning into the vibrational field where everything already exists. Now imagine, what if you could trigger these experiences intentionally? Turns out, you can. Simple practices like inducing the vibrational state, visualizing your body from above, or listening to binaural beats can open the door. Start easy, deep breathing, a clear bedtime intention, and turning off the digital noise before sleep. Because here's the truth, where you go after you close your eyes, depends on what you carry within when you do. Did you know that the few minutes before you fall asleep are like an open gateway straight into your subconscious? It's during that liminal state, between wakefulness and sleep, that your mind becomes most receptive. And most people? They go to bed replaying their worries, bills, arguments, fears. Without realizing it, they're planting seeds of anxiety and lack, and harvesting more of the same. But what if you used that sacred window to reprogram your mind for clarity, peace, and abundance? That's exactly what brilliant minds like Edison and Tesla did. Edison used to lie down holding a metal ball. Just as he'd doze off, it would fall and wake him up, often with a fresh idea from the creative void, as he called it. Tesla? He claimed many of his inventions came to him in near-sleep visions. This isn't mysticism, it's backed by neuroscience. In that semi-dream state, your brain slips into theta waves, where reality creation becomes effortless. Want a practical example? Before bed, try repeating something simple like, I am safe. I am guided. My ideas flow with ease. Visualize your ideal life, as if it's already real. See the details. Feel the emotions. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between imagination and memory, it just absorbs what you give it. This is the law of attraction working in your favor while you rest. No complex rituals, just intention and presence. If you're someone who enjoys rituals, here's a tip: create a night mantra. It could be a phrase, a soft piece of music, or a quiet prayer. Some people add crystals, calming scents, or dim lights to signal to their energy field, I'm ready to receive. And the more you repeat this nightly rhythm, the more your subconscious locks into it. It's like tuning a radio to the exact frequency of your future self. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's a sacred moment of inner realignment. You're not just waking up with a fresh idea, you're waking up as a more aligned version of you. Each night is like a secret portal, waiting to be opened. And if, as quantum physics suggests, observation shapes reality, what are you observing within yourself before you drift into the dream world? Ever had a dream so vivid, so real, that you questioned if it actually happened? Like maybe, just maybe, you were living a different version of your life somewhere else? What if dreams aren't just random brain noise, but actual experiences across different levels of consciousness? Symbolic dreams, lucid dreams, precognitive dreams, spiritual dreams, each one vibrates at a different frequency. And every type connects to a unique point in the unified field of reality. Symbolic dreams? Think of them as encrypted messages from your subconscious. They speak in images your logical brain can't decode right away, like letters from the collective unconscious. Then there are precognitive dreams, the ones where you dream something before it happens. Coincidence? Or proof that time, as quantum physics suggests, isn't linear at all? Maybe your reality is already unfolding before your conscious mind can even catch up. Now let's talk lucid dreams. You're dreaming, but you know you're dreaming, and that moment changes everything. You can fly, visit loved ones who've passed, explore otherworldly landscapes that feel more real than life itself. Many people access memories of past lives or meet spiritual guides during these states. It's the place where spirituality meets science, and even skeptics are starting to pay attention. And here's the mind-bender. There are real cases of entire groups of people dreaming about the same event, around the same time, without ever having met. That raises a powerful question: are we all connected through some kind of cosmic internet? Quantum entanglement would say yes. Maybe your dreams are linked to someone else's, or even to another version of you in a parallel universe. Wild thought, isn't it? So ask yourself this. What if your dreams weren't just dreams, but maps? Clues. Messages. Reminders of who you really are beneath the noise. Each night could be a journey, an initiation, a step deeper into your true self. But of course, not every dream is light and wonder. Some take us to much darker places, and that brings us to something you might not want to hear, but definitely need to. Not every experience in the dream world is filled with light and wisdom. Sometimes what we find there is dark, heavy, even terrifying. Nightmares. Sleep paralysis. The chilling sense of being watched by something unseen. If you've ever gone through that, you know it can stay with you long after you've woken up. So here's the big question: are these just products of a tired mind, or are we stepping into dimensions where other entities exist? Science tells us sleep paralysis is just a glitch in REM sleep. Your mind wakes up, but your body stays offline. And in that split state, hallucinations occur. But let's be honest, if you've experienced it, you know that word hallucination doesn't even scratch the surface. People report shadows in the room. Voices. A crushing weight on the chest. And if reality is shaped by observation, as quantum physics suggests, what if those things are real in that vibrational frequency? Spiritual traditions view these experiences differently. They say they're signs of energetic imbalance, or portals open without intention or protection. Watching violent content before bed, engaging in emotional conflict, going to sleep anxious, those vibrations don't just vanish. You're still co-creating reality in your sleep, remember? Your energy field becomes a magnet, and in the dream world, you attract what you resonate with. But here's the good news: there are ways to protect yourself. One of the most ancient and powerful is to visualize a golden light wrapping around your body before sleep. Simple. Subtle. Effective. You can also speak protective affirmations like, "I am safe, I am at peace, and only light may enter my space." Keep your sleep space clean, no clutter, maybe burn some white sage, and ditch social media before bed. Your energy deserves sacred ground. Because even in the darkest dream, there's something to learn. Every shadow holds a lesson. Every fear can be a message. But here's the thing, do we realize that while we're dreaming? Or are we living half our lives in a hidden world without ever learning to speak its language? What if every strange feeling you have during sleep is actually a call? But what if everything you experience at night is actually a message? A quiet call, reminding you that your consciousness is so much greater than the body it lives in. Maybe each dream, each strange sensation, is trying to guide you, whispering truths you've forgotten. Are you ignoring the signs? Or are you starting to listen? Are you just switching off the light at night, or waking up in another reality? What if tonight, you started paying attention? Write down your dreams. Try a mental programming technique. Just listen to what your subconscious is showing you. Reality creation doesn't stop when you sleep, it simply shifts form. And everything you experience in that invisible plane can change everything in your waking life. Does that scare you or excite you? So let me ask you, have you ever had a strange, mystical, or totally unexplainable experience while sleeping? Ever felt like you were floating? Frozen? Or met someone who's no longer alive? Share it in the comments. Seriously. Because when you share your story, you help someone else remember theirs. And that might be the very thing that wakes them up. This space right here, it's a growing community of seekers. People like you, who know there's more going on than meets the eye, and who want to understand what's really happening behind the veil. If this resonated with you, if it hit something deep inside, then you're already part of that tribe. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stick with us. Because in the next videos, we're going even deeper down the rabbit hole. And just remember this. The invisible world? It's not some distant, far-off place. It begins the moment you close your eyes.